Manti, Justice has had a good tournament. Very crafty, very creative with the basketball in tight spaces. He has a low dribble that I really like. Keeps that dribble tight and low. Doesn't turn the ball over a lot.
Best three-point shooter for the Spartans, but his first goal is always to get to the hoop. Excellent one-on-one leading scorer for the Spartans as well.
Opening tip-off won by Emery in their home whites as the higher seed with the yellow trim, black numbers. Templars in their home or road reds with the white trim and numbers. Cut here from Sharp, baseline, banks and scores. First basket on our CO Building System scoreboard. CO Building System, roof and wall panels and all the trimmings at affordable prices. Stevens is going to go right side to Thompson. Preston goes corner, Reggie. Frischnick goes inside to Thompson. Preston with it in the corner. Going to look to attack. Skip past Hunter Stevens. It's deflected. Turnover going the other way. Justice now in transition for the Spartans. Gives up top to Tuttle. Zach looks to spin off of Thompson. Preston defends well. Ends up baseline. Mason Stilson somehow doesn't step out of bounds. Reverse score. 4-0 in favor of Emery.
First time, or the second time these two teams played, tons of turnovers on the Templars. Second one here as Justin Barton loses the ball.
Euro step from Mason Stilson, no. Reggie Frischnick skies for the rebound. Last time we'll get to see Reggie sky for those boards in a Templar uniform after the last 3 years. Barton with the basketball. Jessen gets baseline himself, scoops and scores. Jessen Barton, leading scorer in yesterday's game, and a shootout with American Heritage. 84-77, I think, was the final of that one.
Yeah, Jessen had a great game, did a great job defensively and also obviously offensively.
Stilson sends it up top. Sharp, now right wing Justice. Luke will drive to the basket, take it up for two. We're going to get an offensive foul. Preston Thompson doing Preston Thompson things, taking that charge on the baseline.
Yeah, Preston does a great job just sneaking in there before Luke leaves his feet, and then is able to get that turnover. So two turnovers for each team now.
Hunter Stevens will bring the ball down for Manti. 6:33 to go here in the first. 4-2 Emery. Barton with it, gives right side Stevens. Hunter hit 4 Douglas Dentistry threes yesterday. Little Euro step. Stilson got a piece of the ball, but I think there was some body as well as Wade helps Hunter up. And Hunter will go to the Go Insurance free throw line.
Hunter was so important in that run yesterday. Manti went down 10 to American Heritage, to a team that can score the ball as well as anybody in the state, American Heritage. And Hunter hit those outside shots to help bring Manti back into that game.
Hits the first of two. It took a charge with 2 seconds left in the half. There was one on the clock, and then hits the corner three at the horn.
That was
so big.
So big, yeah.
Stevens goes 2 for 2 at the Go Insurance free throw line. That makes it 4-4. 6:23 left. Templars in their 2-2-1 press.
Yeah, trying to speed Emery up. Emery's got so many good ball handlers. They're tough to press.
Ball goes right side. Mason Stilson with it. Right side Justice through his hands. Now picked up by Stevens, his numerical opposite. Stilson will reset left side. Comes off the Sharp screen. Gives it back up top to Mason Stilson. He'll send to Justice. Luke crossover. Pulls it back to the front. Now inside Sharp. Sharp lowers his shoulder, turns. Frischnick clean block and then gets the rebound.
Yeah, good job by Reggie Frischnick to stay straight up, stay vertical, and then rise up with those hands vertical and block that shot.
Stevens goes right side, Preston Thompson. Preston with the right-hand dribble, or left-hand dribble.
2-3 zone for Emery can cause Manti fits sometimes. They gotta pass the ball really well to beat it. Nice pass there from Hunter Stevens to Austin Thomas.
Barely misses. Frischnick rebounds and scores. And they call this Syracuse, or the Emery 2-3 is much like the Jim Boeheim Syracuse 2-3. They play a little higher up.
In the post.
Yeah.
That middle guy of the three on the bottom.
Shots no good inside from Tuttle. Stevens rebounds. Templars on a 4-0 run here. Hunter on the left side into Thompson. Preston sends corner. Austin Thomas will take that corner three. It's long. Frischnick with another rebound. Reggie gives beautifully inside to Preston Thompson on the left side. And the Templars have scored 6 straight, 8-4 Manti.
4 of the 5 starters for the Templars have all scored 2 points here.
Stilson over on the left side. Looks to attack. Going to give it up top to Wade. Got Wade and Mason Stilson out there. Oh, every team it seems we cover has a set of cousins or brothers in these 2 and 3A games that we end up doing throughout the year. Off the hand of Tuttle, out of bounds to the Templars. Manti playing great. The bench is going to come in now, at least 4 guys off the bench, including Hill, Alder, Starkweather, and Mason. Barton, the lone starter, still in. 2
shots made by Emery in the first 2 possessions. It's been turnovers or missed shots since then.
Templar bench was really important yesterday. It's kind of been
Lincoln Alder got our player of the game.
Yeah. It's been a struggle this year for this bench compared to last year, but they played well yesterday. Barton right to the rim over the outstretched arms of Wade Stilson. That's not easy to do, and that's now 8 unanswered from Manti. 10-4 Templars, 4:19 to go.
Not many people are able to rise up and beat Wade Stilson at the hoop if he times his jump right, and Jessen Barton just did.
Ball goes back to Justice, guarded by Alder. Lincoln's had a terrific second half of the season. Bumping a foul here on Link, and that will be side out of bounds.
Something interesting right there, and I've seen it a couple of times now. Manti not switching on screens. Usually in their man-to-man defense, they'll switch on screens. When Luke Justice has the ball, whoever's guarding him, they want guarding him. So they're going underneath the screens, or they're fighting through them and not switching. So that's kind of interesting.
Jaden Barton in for the first time this late morning, as Jessen will sit.
Another one of those seniors for the Templars.
Glad he's come back and been able to play the last few weeks. Justice, tough step back two, likes that mid-range. No one goes and gets the ball, and guess who does? Wade Stilson, left-hand layup. Little things he does, Greg. That's one of them right there.
Yeah, Templars just don't crash the boards right there and just watch the ball thinking somebody else is going to get it, and Wade will.
Starkweather, ball faking up to Tage Hill. Tage thought about the three. Will pull it back out with the left hand. Sends now to Starkweather up top. Mason lowers the shoulders. Ball deflected. Carter Mason splits that double. Stilson gets a piece of it. Now Alder left side. Lincoln looks to get to the rim. Left hand finish. Wow. Lincoln Alder picking up where he left off yesterday with the left hand. 12-6 now. Templars up.
Lincoln Alder got hurt last year in the red and white game in basketball.
Yeah.
Took him a long time to get back. He's getting back those basketball legs after playing really well in the football season.
Blocking foul inside on Mason Starkweather. It'll be on the floor. So baseline out of bounds for Emery. Second team foul on the Templars. And yeah, Lincoln, you can tell. And when you have some of those injuries, as serious as it was, just love that he's bounced back. One, that he had the football season he had. Phenomenal defensive end for the state runner-up.
19 sacks.
It's a lot of sacks. Left-hand dribble from Wilson into a 15-foot jumper. Combine Wade and Stilson, you get Wilson, and he hits the jumper. 12-8. Templars still lead it. 3 minutes left here in the first. Mason gives to Barton. Jaden will go baseline. Skip it back to Hill. Nearly turns it over. Now it is a turnover. Matt Olson's checked in the game. Tuttle, good hands from Starkweather to deflect the transition pass. Templars starting lineup back in with 2:53 to go.
Yeah, good hustle by Mason Starkweather to not give up on that play and just tip it out of bounds.
We'll see baseline here for Justice to send in. Templars now look like they're going to be in the 2-3. As shot clock needs to get reset to 32, so they'll put it there. As Justice will inbound it. Luke pounds the rock. Bounces to Stilson. Good hands from Preston Thompson, another deflection.
Yeah, good defense by Preston Thompson this game so far. He's had a couple of deflections and then that one charging foul that he took.
Justice again sends in. Stevens hounding Tuttle. Tuttle's got a size advantage here. Hunter mans up well. They give back out to Justice. Luke goes behind the back, looks to spin, draws a double, and is fouled. See if they call this on Thomas or Stevens. Hunter got a piece of his arm, and they do give it to Hunter. Carter Mason going to check in here next whistle.
Yeah, going to be first free throws of the day here. Luke Justice, as I mentioned in the pregame, leading scorer here. 17 points a game, only 59% from the free throw line. Kind of surprising with how well these guys can shoot in the mid-range and not afraid to take mid-range jumpers. Luke Justice beat Manti in Manti with mid-range games. Not that final shot that he made.
Yeah.
That was in the paint, but his mid-range game in that game was excellent. But only 59% from the free throw line, which is a mid-range jumper.
Yeah.
Or, well, non-jumper, but mid-range shot. Yeah. And he misses both of them.
Misses both. That's been Emery's plague the last three seasons. They've been under 60%, and it's haunted them each state tournament. Barton, right wing three, strong. Rebound comes down to Tuttle. Matt Olson with it, gets it over left side to Justice, who drives and draws another foul. See if they give this to Barton. Frischnick was in there. I think it's going to go on Jessen, and then it will.
Luke Justice, when he catches the ball, if you don't pick him up on the perimeter, he is going to attack the rim. That's just going to be one foul on Jessen Barton, but he will come out. There's 4 team fouls on the Templars.
It's a big lineup. Carter Mason really the only guy I'd classify as a guard.
Yeah, that's true.
Not that Lincoln Alder and Preston Thompson can't handle the basketball, but you got really 4 forwards and a guard out there. Inside Tuttle. Tuttle lowers the shoulder. Good defense from Thomas. Rebound Thompson and Preston. Ooh, lucky he didn't travel there. Outlet to Carter Mason. Carter leads the break for the Templars. Gets in the paint, pumps, and then drug the pivot foot will go the other way.
I think he wanted to make that pass to Reggie Frischnick, and then the defense just sunk down. If he would have known they were going to sink like that, I think he would have just pulled up for that little runner. You see Wade Stilson just kind of sink a little bit, get in that passing lane that Carter Mason would have had to Reggie.
Ball goes up court to Sharp. Gives to Justice. Luke looks to attack. Nearly lost the basketball. Sends it high to Stilson. Wade gets to the free throw line, and they're going to call him for a travel with 1:52 to go. Let's see here on.
Talked about Lincoln Alder being a good football player. A lot of these both sides, a lot of good football players. Reggie Frischnick, Mason Starkweather, Carter Mason. You got Wade Stilson, the quarterback for Emery.
Creek Sharp was a terrific
one of the best receivers in two-way. They played two-way football, obviously. Excellent football players as well on the other side.
Frischnick catches inside the paint, dumps it down to Alder. Lincoln with the left-hand touch off the assist from Frischnick. 14-8, Templars by 6 now.
2 assists on those 7 shots to Reggie Frischnick.
Left side Sharp, now over Tuttle. It's another name. Will Stilson's, Tuttle's.
What did I say when they play? Every time I call an Emery game, I say if your name is Stilson and you live in the Emery area, you're a good basketball player.
You're a very good basketball player. Justice now has become one of those names. Pick and roll here with Olsen. It's deflected. Carter Mason outlet to Austin Thomas. Adams' his brother. That's happened a couple times this season. Offensive rebound to Carter Mason. Preston Thompson pump fakes, gets into the lane, right to the rim, throws up the shot, blocking foul. Preston's going to go to the free throw line here to shoot 2 with 49.5 on the clock.
I like aggressive Preston. When Preston plays really aggressive, he plays better. Not just deferring to someone else. When he takes it like that, doesn't just accept the three-pointer from the corner. He takes it to the hoop, sees he's got a lane, and gets a couple of free throws.
2 shots for Thompson, in and out on the first. That was an interesting storyline from yesterday's game. We're at Manti, 4 of 12 at the line in the first half. Abysmal. I said woof. That was the way to describe it. 12 of 15 in the second half.
Yeah. Opposite of woof.
Yeah.
Preston Thompson shoots 68% from the line this year.
Short on that second, Rebound Mason Stilson, under a minute left here in the quarter. Ball goes Stilson, skips it over left side to Tuttle. Tuttle gives Creek Sharp. Sharp will go to the basket. No. Rebound fought for. And a loose ball foul going against Emery. That'll be the 14th foul, so non-shooting. Templars will have with about 1.1 second differential between shot and game clock.
Good job by Austin Thomas to keep the defender on his back as they go up for that defensive rebound and create the foul. So as you mentioned, 4 on each now, but only 30 seconds left. So
Carter Mason with the basketball. Gives left side Thompson. Emery's going to force the issue here a little bit, put some pressure. Mason with the right-hand dribble, skips it over to Thompson. 18 on the clock now.
Shot and game almost exactly the same, of just about a tenth of a second off or so.
Mason up top, hounded by Mason Stilson. Gives it to Thomas, now corner Alder. Lincoln likes that corner 3, it's short. Ball tipped out, Carter Mason for 3 at the horn, it's good! Carter Mason off the offensive rebound. Drills the 3. Templars take an 18-7 lead off the Douglas Dentistry 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamhive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
This is Lydia Thompson with EcoLife. Cooler weather is coming and winter is right around the corner. I'm sure you're excited to curl up with a blanket, cozy in your home on a cold day. The problem is, so are the bugs. Keep spiders out of your house this winter. Call or text us today at 435-283-6002. Again, that's 435-283-6002 to spray your home and keep it bug-free this winter.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Greg, you have a little neato stat of the night that's going to be a lot better than the one I gave yesterday during our Manti game.
So I've talked quite a bit about how Devon Shakespeare's 3A Manti Templar teams always play on Saturday. Call this play, and then we'll come back to it.
Barton drives, sends it up top. Thompson. Preston gets in Reggie. Stilson deflects it. Frischnick recovers, pumps twice. Up and in for two. Frischnick lays it in. Templars with a game-high 11.
They always play on Saturday, the Templars do. Whether it's for the state championship, 5th, 6th, 3rd, 4th, whatever.
Yeah.
When they play for a state championship, they've never lost. When they've played any other game, they've never won.
Isn't that
they
something?
always lose on Saturday if they lost one of those earlier quarter or semifinal games.
Stilson over to Justice right side. Thompson cuts him off. Luke with it. Bounces inside to Olsen. Matt will send up top to Sharp. Creek will drive. Pump. Shoot. Miss. Rebound Frischnick. 4 Templar jerseys right there.
One of those losses was actually 3rd, 4th place game in 2019 to Emery.
Stevens can't finish on the inside. Olsen's got it. Gives to Stilson. Wade looks to attack off the dribble. Sends corner to Mason. Mason Stilson drives. Off his knee. Out of bounds. Good defense. Kind of that double team there from Stevens and Barton. Goes the other way.
Manti loves to bring that home defender, what they call it, that defender that comes at the help defense. Don't allow those baseline drives and make them kick it back out to the outside. Jessen Barton did it right there.
Thompson gets it in Stevens. 6:59 to go here before halftime on our CO Building System scoreboard. Stevens gives right side Barton. Jessen fakes the lob. Now goes top Frischnick. Reggie gives to Hunter. Hunter's going to take the three. Hunter had a great three-point shooting game yesterday. Misses that one. Austin Thomas forces the deflection, and then it'll be out of bounds. Or are they going to call? They calling a foul here?
Foul?
They call a foul on Austin Thomas.
What in the world?
Let's see.
I liked how Austin Thomas timed his jump there. I think they're going to say Wade Stilson had the possession, and then Austin Thomas bumped him. You can see it on that replay right there. Stilson will come out. He doesn't come out much or for very long.
Justice right side, guarded by Stevens, his numerical opposite, left-hand dribble. Luke looks to attack, spins on Frischnick, pump fakes. Reggie gets that out of there, rebound to Thompson. Another block for Reggie Frischnick. Hunter Stevens leads the break, gives for Reggie. Reggie catches low, pumps, up, hook, score. Reggie Frischnick again. Templars now up 13, game-high lead. Stilson right on cue coming back in. Wasn't even 30 seconds.
That one.
Right side, Jace Franson sends it in the corner. Olsen. Matt will drive baseline, and we're going to get out of bounds.
Is that offensive? Okay.
They just say dribbled out of bounds, yeah. And I think, let's see here. Yeah, he dribbled it off the shoe before the contact. So that's actually a great call. Timeout on the floor. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TMive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Looking for the perfect color for your next paint project? Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim has your solution. With their state-of-the-art color matching equipment and over 350,000 colors, anything is possible. Bring Hermanson's any size sample or your favorite Pinterest pin and they can scan or match across all brands of paint. They've successfully matched paint colors from pillows, stucco, rock, paint cans, signs, plants, and more. Their high-quality finishes from Pratt & Lambert and Best Look will give you the professional results you're looking for. Don't put off those paint projects any longer. Drop by Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim. It's how going to a hardware store should be.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Templars with a game-high 13-point lead here. Send to the corner, Jessen Barton. He'll take the three. No. Rebound tipped. Frischnick saves it. Back out Stevens. Another possession. Hunter gets in the lane. Woo! Behind the back pass to Barton. He lays it in. My goodness.
Wow.
Look at the swagger of Hunter Stevens out on the floor.
What a pass. Behind the back, caught Jessen Barton perfectly. What a pass by Hunter.
My goodness.
Tanner liked that one.
Hunter's known for a little razzle-dazzle. I've never seen that, from him, though.
That was beautiful. The Manti student section liked that one.
Justice over on the left side as I try to regain my thoughts here. Justice gives to Sharp. Templars defending extremely well. Now up top to Tuttle. Sharp now with 17 on the shot clock, gives Justice. Stilson trying to post on Jessen Barton. Justice gets in, and he travels. Templars force another turnover, Greg. That's going to be an interesting stat to see here at the half.
Great defense down low there by Jessen Barton on the block to stay, again, one of those where he stayed vertical.
Gets that, tries to get out of the way.
Just make Justice shuffle his feet there. And really, if that wouldn't have been called, if he wouldn't have shuffled his feet, that would have been a block shot or a jump ball.
Yeah. Stevens inside Thomas. Austin just lost it off his shoe out of bounds. Templars had a chance to capitalize there. Still up 15, 5:12 to go. Manti moving the ball really well today, Greg. The passing has been so crisp.
Yeah, that right there was a great pass. That's why it's a little bit frustrating if you're a Templar fan that Austin wasn't able to corral it.
Tuttle for three off the back rim, no. Rebound Sharp. Creek looks to go up with it. Reverse, no. Tipped, out of bounds, Templar basketball. 5 minutes to go before halftime. Emery hasn't scored yet in this quarter, have they?
Yeah, it was 17-8, so 6-0 run here in the first 3 minutes. Preston Thompson gave up that offensive rebound by not grabbing that defensive rebound, but to his credit, stayed with it, played good defense there to create that missed shot, and then forces a turnover here.
Totally redeemed himself and then did
the opposite way.
Yeah. Sharp looks to attack. Lincoln Alder in the ball game. The dribble drive here from Justice. He sends it back out. Stevens tried to take the charge. Alder hounding Sharp. Ball goes back up to Stilson here. Wade, left hand, sends it over in the corner. Franson will drive. Little runner for two. That's no good. Rebound Frischnick. Reggie gets it to Hunter now right side. Stevens with the left hand, splits that double. Little runner for two. High off the window, no. Templars, or Spartans rather, go the other way. Justice, Euro step up, in. No, that's usually a shot Luke Justice finishes. Frischnick outlets it to Stevens. And guess who? The long arms of Wade Stilson right
Wade
there to
Stilson
pick it off.
just baiting him into that pass and takes it away.
Alder fouls Tuttle, as Tuttle nearly had a meeting with our friend Alex Doss there on the baseline doing the camera work. And 2 free throws here for Zach, 69% shooter on the year, the second best free throw shooter on this team.
Yeah, pretty good defense there by Lincoln Alder. They say he got him with the body, I think, because his hands looked clean.
Another missed free throw by Emery, as we're going to get Hill, Starkweather, and Carter Mason back in. Preston Thompson, the lone starter.
Went a little bit longer. Coach Shakespeare stayed with his starters for that. Well, I guess you had Tage Hill Lincoln Alder come in, but usually goes with the subs at about 2 to 3 minutes, and then he'll get his starters right back in about another minute or two, but went the full 4 minutes here.
Misses another free throw as Tage Hill's got the rebound. Spins it over to Carter Mason. Mason gives right side Starkweather. Up top, Thompson. Now Mason Starkweather takes it baseline. Loses his balance, finds Hill. That little push shot from Tage Hill, loves that floater. Templars now up 17, 25-8.
Yeah, Tage Hill had to go up quick that time with Wade Stilson down there on the block and did just that. Almost a little floater in the lane.
Tuttle's
Speaking of a floater in the lane.
Good take from Zach Tuttle, 25-10, 3:36 to go.
First 2 of this second quarter for Emery.
Poke from behind, going to get a kick ball, stays with the Templars. Jaden Barton in. Preston Thompson will sit with 3:31 to go. As this has kind of become your sixth men of the tournament here, this group of 5.
Yeah, 5 subs in right now for the Templars, as you mentioned. We'll see if they're able to. Hunter's done a good job. Hunter Stevens, he's not in right now, but he's done a good job at splitting that 2-3 defense. And if you allow that to happen, if you're Emery, bad things happen.
Stilson the steal, Mason the other way. He can't finish. Rebound Hill. Going the other way, Carter Mason just lobbed that a little too far.
Yeah, that was not a. I mean, even if Lincoln Alder goes up and gets that, there's 2 Emery Spartans back there. That's not the pass you want to make if you're Carter.
5 out, 5 in for the Templars. Coach Shakespeare didn't like that minute.
50 seconds after we said that, and he not happy with his backups right there.
Templars come in the 2-2-1. Stilson left side, crosses over, gets to the middle of the Snow College S here at midcourt. Tuttle, wide open, will take the 3 and make the 3. Zach Tuttle, just 23% on the year, but he hits that one, 23-15, 5 unanswered here from Emery after a dry quarter to start.
All from Tuttle.
Left side, Thompson with it, gives Frischnick free throw line. Reggie, beautiful spin, sends to the corner. Thomas hesitated, really should have just pulled the trigger. Now Frischnick free throw line. They're going to call 3 seconds on Reggie, so it'll go the other way for the Spartans.
So if that shot would have went up by Austin Thomas like it has most of the season, Reggie wouldn't have got 3 seconds.
His dad's keeping book, sitting right here in front of us. Looking at his son.
And what's he saying? shoot that ball.
Not even saying anything. He's just giving the shooting motion.
Yeah. Austin should have shot that, and he has most of this season.
Yeah.
And then Reggie wouldn't have been 3 seconds because it resets when a shot goes up.
Tuttle sends it back up top. Stilson. Mason gives right side to Wade. 2:29 to go. See if Emery can kind of get back into this a little bit. And Tuttle fumbles in the left corner, recovers. Now does Justice. Luke will look to attack, pumps. 15-foot jumper short. We're going to get a loose ball foul on the Templars here on the rebound.
What is this guy?
Let's see. Goes on Preston Thompson.
Preston Thompson. Yeah, you can see where they're saying Preston Thompson used that left arm to push the Emery player. The thing about it is the Emery player Tuttle wouldn't have had the rebound anyway. He was.
Barton the steal. Jessen leaves for Preston. Preston leaves for Hunter Stevens, who catches in motion, can't finish. Thomas, offensive rebound, banks it in. 27-13 Templars, 2:07 to go in the half.
Austin Thomas's first two there. Great offensive rebound and put back by him.
Justice drives. Great defense from Preston Thompson. Corner three, Mason Stilson. Short. Justice the offensive rebound. Thompson stays vertical. Oh, count the Becca and the foul for Luke Justice.
Luke's the leading scorer. First two for him. Let's see. Preston Thompson, did he stay vertical or did that arm come down? Maybe that right arm came down a little bit there, and that's why the foul was called.
He's going to be two.
Yeah.
Two on Preston. He'll sit. Jessen sits.
So Manti with 5 team fouls and Emery with
0.
Not a 1 here in this second quarter.
Which is fascinating given how this game's gone, this quarter's gone.
Yeah.
Just the pace of it. Free throw here from Justice. Good. Luke, again, just 59% on the season.
Very good chance that the officials notice that as well. If I'm Reggie Frischnick, I go right up in the body of whoever's guarding me. Go to him. I'll bet you they'll get him a call. You want to watch? Should we see if that happens?
Let's place a little Fruity Pebble candy bar on that. Thomas, right side. Thought about the three. Dangerous pass. Carter Mason recovers, gives to Stevens. Hunter will look to drive it. Inside, reverse. Nearly gets that to go. Talk about putting English on the ball. Ball saved to Stevens. Hunter gets it inside. Gives back Carter Mason. Carter, killer crossover. Little push shot in the lane for 2, and that's good. That's killer crossover Carter, as I've called him a couple times this season. 29-16, minute 16 to go.
Excellent varsity level ball handler for a sophomore there, Carter Mason.
Justice creative on the reverse finishes for Emery. 29-18, 1:08 to play.
Yeah, 5 points. 5 points now for Justice. Last 5.
Crossover, switch to the left hand. No, Frischnick the rebound. Reggie inside, and he is fouled.
Not really the way I intended it, but
it's still a foul.
Just, and this isn't being negative in any way to officials, okay? I'm just going to say something I've noticed a lot over the years.
It's an observation.
If it gets a little bit out of hand on fouls, the team that's lower, in this case Manti, none called against Emery, Emery will get a call against them.
Yeah.
They'll try and even it out a little bit, and I don't think they're doing it on, I don't know. It happens all the time is all I'll say.
Frischnick drives, lost it, deflected out of bounds. They're saying it was deflected. No, they're
Reggie was saying it was deflected.
Yeah.
The officials didn't agree.
Ball goes in left side to Tuttle. Now Stilson with it. Carter Mason out hounding him. Right side, Luke Justice. Stevens guarding Justice. About 17 seconds between shot and game clock here. Goes into Stilson, draws an instant double, and Carter Mason get a jump ball call. I'm surprised. I think the whistle just came a little late because, that's clearly a jump.
Yeah, that's a good call. But Carter Mason
That's
reaching in there. How many times does Wade Stilson get the ball taken from him like that? Not very often. He's so strong with the ball. He keeps the ball up high. He's a taller kid with great ball handling skills. And so that tells you something about Carter Mason's skills as well.
Justice to inbound.
Got that mismatch down there with Wade.
Oh, miscommunication. Fortunate for the Spartans. Saying a Templar touched it. No one's complaining, so
yeah. Coach
must be obvious on that baseline.
Coach Shakespeare had a great view of that and didn't say anything. So, but if Wade gets that switch there with Hunter Stevens, if I'm him, I'm taking it. I'm not passing that ball.
They go low to Wade. He's got Thomas on him. Turn, bank, shoot, and score. Wade Stilson lead down to 9 now. Emery's put together a nice couple minutes here, Greg, getting the lead down back within 10.
Yeah, what was it, 25-8, I think?
Yeah.
So a 12-4 run now for Emery.
Stevens with it right side. Shot clock is off. Goes to Thomas, now back to Mason. Justice out front on him. Right side, Hunter looks to attack with 6. Gives to Frischnick low. Reggie turns, shoots, banks, and scores it. Templars by 11 with 2, and with 1, Justice heaves it from midcourt, and he hits the shot clock. So That'll be halftime. Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show coming up next on our CO Building System scoreboard. It's Manti 31, Emery 20 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, TeamHive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
My name is Jared Livingston. I grew up in Sanpete County, Utah. I remember going down to the feed company back in the little offices there, got my first loan through Utah Heritage Credit Union, and ever since then fell in love with the personal atmosphere that you get with a local credit union. Been there ever since I was a little kid to today, whether we're dealing with an auto loan or just cashing a check, they're right there every time we need them.
Zions Bank is celebrating 150 years in our community. Whether you're looking to open a new account or save for the future, their bankers are ready to help you right now or when it's convenient for you. Now more than ever, Zions Bank is for you.
Clean Cut Roofing and Siding.
Have you seen my turtle?
How would I know where your turtle is?
You always say you have something for everyone.
Since 2003, you get peace of mind every time with Clean Cut Roofing and Siding. Call 435-462-2160.
The Sanpete Pantry wishes to thank the members of our community. Because of your generous support, we've been able to provide much-needed assistance to families in our county struggling with food insufficiencies through our center in Mount Pleasant, our mobile food distribution program, and our Kid Pack program, which helps feed children in need. We've already helped thousands of families this year, but the need now is greater than ever. Please visit our website at sanpetepantry.org to find out how you can help us end hunger in Sanpete County.
This is Nate Johnson of Risk Managers Insurance Agency in Ephraim. It is surprising how many people do not have any life insurance or adequate coverage today. If you were to suddenly die, would your family have enough money for your funeral and to pay off any debt you may have, or funds to live on with your income no longer available to care for your family? You may be surprised at how low life insurance rates are. Let me sit down with you and discuss how life insurance can benefit you and your family. Call us at Risk Managers in Ephraim, 283-4685.
Wait, guys, you forgot your helmets!
Hi, I'm Ben Pipes. I've been working in the emergency department with the trauma team for the past 9 years. In this geographical part of the western United States, we have the 4th highest traumatic brain injury hospitalization rate in the country for children. When riding off-road vehicles, please ensure that everybody is wearing a helmet and other safety gear. Ride an ATV that is appropriate for your age and skill set. Take a hands-on ATV safety course. Children between the ages of 8 and 16 or without a driver's license should be certified.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. Your halftime show brought to you by Jones and DeMille Engineering, supporting local programs and academic and athletic achievements, building relationships and working passionately. That's a winning combination. Your CO Building System scoreboard, Manti 31, Emery 20, roof and wall panels, and all the trimming at the best prices anywhere that CO Building in McCalla, 800-262-5347. Tanner Wilkinson, Greg Sterner with you. Greg?
Yes.
Give me the rundown here of, you have your stats you like, you have the things you like to point out and talk about.
Yeah.
We've done enough games together at this time. I just know, so I'm throwing it to you, brother.
Shooting percentages for the Templars, 54%, 14 of 26. They missed 12 shots. How many offensive rebounds did they get on 12 missed shots? 8. 8 offensive boards, 9 overall for Reggie Frischnick, 8 points for him as well. He's 4 for 4 from the field, man. I'd be saying get the ball into Mr. Reggie even more, but 9 rebounds by him. He's dominating the glass. Spartans, total rebounds, 7.
That's
7
wild.
Total rebounds, and Reggie for Manti has 9. 19 overall rebounds for the Templars. 9 assists for the Templars. Just an excellent job. Again, 14 of 26 from the field. 8 points for Reggie Frischnick. You got 5 for Carter Mason off the bench. Lincoln Alder off the bench with 4. Jessen with 6. Jessen Barton on 3 of 5 shooting. Now, they're only 1 of 6 from behind the arc are the Templars. If they could knock down a couple more threes, they'd be even, obviously have even a higher lead. But they're doing good things out there. It's been a fun quarter. Or a fun half, excuse me. It's one of the most loose halves I've seen Manti play since, I think maybe since they played here in December.
Yeah.
Against Grantsville and Morgan.
Yep.
Just
free flowing.
Guys doing guys. Reggie Frischnick is last year's state MVP. Kid's an absolute stud. I've said it for 3 years. This will be the last game I call of his. They're not forcing it into him. They're taking it themselves as well. And this year they've gotten lost a little bit trying to force it to Reggie at times. So that's been fun to watch today.
Once again, your score 31-20. Templars just 1 of 6 from the Douglas Dentistry 3-point line. But I love that 54% from the floor and a plus 12 in the rebounding margin. That's a recipe for success. So.
Absolutely. Yep. And if you're shooting 54%, and then when you don't get a rebound or don't make a shot, you're getting the offensive board for a second chance.
We'll take a quick break. Be right back here with your second half. Appreciate you tuning into the Jones & DeMille Engineering Halftime Show. Templars and Spartans half number 2 coming up right after this.
The Chevy Silverado with available Super Cruise connected by OnStar. Only Super Cruise lets you drive hands-free and tow hands-free. It'll help you get to the adventure energized, and it'll help drive you home. Drive yours away this President's Day. Get 2.9% financing on all 2024 Silverado 1500 pickups. Or get $5,000 total value on this Silverado High Country when you trade in an eligible vehicle. See your Rocky Mountain Chevy dealers.
San Pete Steel in Moroni was founded in 1994 and is one of the major steel construction companies in the Intermountain West, specializing in structural steel fabrication and erection. San Pete Steel's impressive portfolio includes the Hale Theater in Sandy and structures on the campuses of the University of Utah, BYU, and UVU. San Pete Steel in Moroni, where their motto is done right and on time, at 685 East Main in Moroni. Call 800-261-1026, 800-261-1026, or sanpetesteel.com. For a wonderful shopping experience with quality and customer service that's second to none, visit Gunnison Market. The meat department carries the highest quality of meat in the United States, certified Angus beef, while the deli offers delicious made-from-scratch crab salad, coleslaw, and high-quality Columbus meats with no preservatives. The bakery features custom cakes for any occasion, cookies, rolls, and tasty donuts made fresh daily. For good old-fashioned friendly service, come see the difference at Gunnison Market in Gunnison.
Want to save money on your internet bill? Who doesn't? You now can save big with a new referral program from MTCC. You can now get a $5 monthly credit for each of your friends who sign up for Fiber Fast Internet or MTCC TV for as long as they remain a customer. Get 10 friends and you get a $50 credit every month for as long as they remain a customer. Now that's savings. Visit manta.com/bringafriend or call or text 435-835-2929 for details. Some restrictions apply. MTCC, connecting your life since 1907.
Are you or a loved one experiencing a mental health crisis? Let us help. Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital offers no-cost mental health assessments, open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You have a choice in your mental health care. Insist on Aspen Grove Behavioral Hospital for instant care. Call us today to speak with one of our highly trained mental health professionals. Call 801-852-2273. Or for more information, visit aspengrovehospital.com.
In the days of the mountain men, Cache Valley, Utah became a central gathering place for trappers and explorers. They named it Cache because it was there they would store their goods and come together to trade and connect. The spirit of community continues today at Cache Valley Bank with locations and services throughout Utah, including 3 branches right here in San Pete County. They're Central Utah's financial outfitter. No matter your mountain, they want to see you reach the top. Cache Valley and Central Utah are rooted in grand expeditions. Let's keep that heritage alive together. Discover Cache Valley Bank. Mountains await. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in as the Jones & DeMille Engineering Halftime Show wraps up. Second half about to begin here. We'll give you a Barclay Mechanical score update. It's always interesting when we're at these tournaments and have to give the score updates because you can only repeat the games from earlier so many times. How about this? Kansas State was up 12-2 on BYU, Greg. It's now 16-14. BYU's cut it to 2. So hopefully.
That BYU team is a team of runs, aren't they? Both offensively and defensively, what they give up.
Very different on the road than at home, too.
Yeah.
Good news for BYU, Spencer Johnson playing today.
Proud new papa.
Proud new papa. He's the nephew of our Mid-Utah Radio Zone, J.D. Fox.
That's
so
right, yeah.
J.D. and I talk about Spencer and his brother Isaac up at Utah State. That's in our weekly chats with me and J.D. So J.D. said everyone's doing great when I texted him last night. Lob in here to Frischnick to start this quarter.
Boy, Reggie, he would have had a spot if Hunter would have put that ball where it should have been, but Reggie still makes it happen.
Yeah, how many times have we said that over the last 3 years?
Yeah.
He's got a little smile on his face here in his last game. Flies in for the steal. Reggie outlets to Preston Thompson. Lobs for Barton. Jessen pumps, goes up strong for 2, lays it in, and just like that, Templars back up 15 in the first 30 seconds of this third quarter.
Wow.
Drive here from Justice. He'll look to spin, pump, beautiful up and under with the left hand. Luke Justice. Talk about things Reggie's been doing for 3 years. That's what Luke Justice has been doing for the last few years for Emery.
He didn't have any points there late in the second quarter, now with 7.
Thompson with it right side. Preston will put it on the floor. Right corner. Thomas, quick catch, shoot 3 off the back rim. Barton, the offensive board.
Another offensive board.
Gives inside to Thomas. Fumbles, but Preston recovers for Manti. Frischnick free throw line extended. Reggie puts it low. Sends back to Hunter Stevens. Pumps. Hunter. Crossover. Dump off. Deflected. Hunter gets it back. Still 22 on the shot clock. Hunter gets right inside. Dumps to Thomas. Another nifty finish. Or pass. Thomas couldn't finish it. And back come the Spartans. Ball goes inside to Sharp. No one was there, and Creek just lays it in. So not getting back on defense is Manti. They got caught sleeping. Lead back to 11 now. So Manti starts 4-0. Emery counters with a 4-0 run. Stevens up high. Right-hand dribble. No look to Thomas. Wow. Hunter's putting on a clinic with the passing.
Yeah, 4th assist now for Hunter Stevens. Yeah, and he's had a couple of them that would have been if his players would have finished as well.
Ball goes in the corner here. Hunter does average 5 assists per game on the year.
Leads the state.
Yep.
Talking about leading the state in assists, Wade Stilson leads in steals, blocks, and I think he's 2nd in assists.
He's one of the top rebounders, too.
Yep.
Rebound Thomas.
I think he's 3 or 4 in rebounds as well.
There you go again. Stevens, Frischnick, but Reggie misses. Rare miss from Frischnick inside. Justice goes behind the back in transition. Gives inside to Stilson. Stilson draws Hunter in the air. Sharp's wide open, lays it up and in. 37-26, 5:38 to go in the third. Stevens across the Snow College S. Right side, Thompson. Preston goes middle. Barton. Jessen pumps. Gets inside, throws up the shot, and is fouled. And Jessen will earn a trip to the Go Insurance free throw line, serving all of Central Utah with auto, home, commercial, life, health, Medicare, and policies. Call agents Dan, Greg, or Galen, 462-3333. Go Insurance got their money this year, Greg. They were featured in a pregame show when we did Manti North Sampe. Right. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, cousin Dan Christensen hit a three-pointer to beat Manti in the corner. We showed that one when Manti played up at North Sampe. That was a fun one. Jessen Barton now with 9 points, looking for 10. He's had a very aggressive game as well. I don't know what got into these guys today. There's been some games this year where they could have used a little bit of this aggression, and they're showing it today.
Second one up and down. Jessen goes 2 for 2, 39-26. Jessen's been phenomenal these last 2 days. Just off the point of it. He plays well in this gym as well. Last year as a junior off the bench, had some of his best games. Stilson comes flying in for the tip. No, tips it to himself. Another miss. Fight for the board inside. Thompson comes away with it. Outlets to Stevens. Hunter goes to Starkweather left side. Mason attacks. Banks shoots and scores in the foul. Another assist to Hunter Stevens. Mason Starkweather. A chance for the three-point play. How many times was it Starkweather to Stevens in football? Now Hunter's paid him back a number of times this year on the court.
That's true. And nice finish by Mason Starkweather. He's had a good tournament as well and a good end to his season against a good game in that playoff game in Manti against North Sampe.
Free throw
good.
good.
One. Yeah, nobody was going after that.
Kind of knuckleballed it off the back rim, but it went in.
Yeah.
Templars by 16 now, 42-36, 5 minutes to play here in the third. Ball goes up into the left corner now to Tuttle. Tuttle with a right-hand dribble up top. Mason Stilson with it. Stilson up top, guarded by Jessen Barton. Barton comes out to apply a little bit of pressure. Stilson's going to bounce to Wade Stilson. That's deflected. Stevens has got it. Hunter, shovel pass up to Starkweather. Mason to the rack. No, but he's fouled again. He wanted the and one.
Yeah, but that was still a nice play. He's upset he didn't hit it, but an excellent play to not let Tuttle come and block that shot. Keep it high above where he can get it.
Something I want to talk about real quick here, Greg. Meant to talk about it coming out of the half.
Yeah.
This Manti coaching staff, talk about continuity. Obviously, high school basketball, high school sports, continuity is so difficult, especially now given some transfer rules, different things like that.
Yeah.
This Manti coaching staff is the definition of continuity. I was so impressed in between the first and second quarter. All 4 of Devin Shakespeare's assistants, it's just second nature. They could do their roles in their sleep.
They know what they do right when the timeout's called. They get the certain players that they talk to, and then they let the team come together and let Coach Shakespeare talk to them.
Yeah, it was just, we don't sit this close this often. Obviously, when you're doing a game at Manti, we're on the opposite side. Here, they are right in front of us to the right.
Yeah.
Just an interesting observation.
It's something to be said for Coach Shakespeare's staff, and Coach Shakespeare gets the credit where he's the one that's talked about.
Yeah.
But Coach Pollock, Coach Douglas have been there. Both of them have been there since the start. Coach Rowley and Elgin have been there for quite a few years. And what a luxury for Devin Shakespeare to just know his JV program, his freshman program, is being ran the way he wants it to.
Missed shot from Stilson inside off the lob. Justice, 10-foot jumper left side, and that rolls in. Coach Douglas was his first year on the staff, I believe it was my sophomore year. As Alder with a tough fall. Mason Starkweather's high. I didn't notice this. Mason's limping a little bit. He doesn't want to check out, but he's gonna with a little limp. I don't know if it's an ankle or.
Count Lincoln Alders there as well?
I think so. I don't think they blew it dead until the basket was good. Lincoln had a hard fall. 45-28.
Yeah, and Mason Starkweather's not a kid that's going to lay around and get the attention on him. Now a steal by Preston Thompson.
Thompson, lob Alder. Lincoln touches it in for 2. Templars by 19. Stevens deflects it.
Well, my point there is Mason's not one that's going to roll around and get attention. He's going to fake it if he's hurt. And you could tell
he didn't want to come out.
Really hurt there, the way he was reacting.
Went to the locker room.
Yeah.
Is he a baseball kid?
Nope, but 6 months still football.
Yeah. Wasn't sure if he was a spring sport kid. So
done some track.
Yeah, okay. Inside shot from Tuttle. Good. Nice take from Tuttle. 47-30, 3:37 to go here in the third.
Hunter Stevens took a little bit of a shot to the face. Looks like he's okay, though.
Right wing three.
See
from
how
Hunter.
Okay he is.
In and out. Frischnick gets the rebound inside. Reggie turns, dumps it off inside to Lincoln Alder. No, Thompson taps it out. Hunter grabs it. Euro step, floater, front rim and in for 2. Hunter Stevens, 49-30 now. And
I think we got a shoe mishap here by Emery, so they'll take an official timeout. Manti up 19, 49-30 to a team that, Emery came in here ranked number 2 in the RPI.
Yeah.
And Manti's doing some things today, and it's just been fun. It's been fun to watch him. It's a fun offense, whether you're a Manti fan or not. It's a fun offense to watch. Sharing the ball really well.
Jaden Barton in the game for the Templars here. Left side, Luke Justice with it. He'll look to attack. Right side, Stilson now across the timeline. Left-hand dribble from Wade, gives back up to Justice. Luke will drive. Good defense from Alder. They're going to call a foul here on Lincoln on the drive. That'll be team foul number 3 on Manti here in the third.
Both official agrees. They both looked at each other. You see Preston Thompson go take that ball away, but they're calling that on the body before. Whoa, that's not on Austin Thomas. What are they talking about?
Red 2. Okay, they give it to Preston.
See, and Preston, if that's against Lincoln, that's one thing, but Preston Thompson had the ball. Well, that replay stopped. We're back to live. Well, let's see here. Did Preston get him on the arm? Oh, boy, he had what? I don't know. Both officials had it, and they're right in front of it, so you got to figure that it's right. But my goodness, it looked like Preston had the ball there.
Right side, Tuttle gives it back to Justice. Good defense from Hunter outside. Hunter's had a great defensive game here today. Crossover from Justice, lowers the shoulder, little runner for 2. Tough shot, Stevens gets the rebound. Hunter outlet to Carter Mason right side. Templars with numbers here. Carter lobs, Thomas a little high. Austin reclaims it and is fouled on the baseline with 2:42 to go here in the third. That'll be the 4th team foul now on Emery. So baseline out of bounds for the Templars.
Good idea there by Carter Mason. Just Austin not able to corral that or catch it at the peak of his jump to lay it back in. Smart move to just bring it down and run your offense.
Right side Thomas pumps. Got
Oof.
away with the travel there.
Oof.
Right in front of us. Stevens, Euro step, push shot. Yeah, Wade Stilson's going to get that every time. Outlet to Luke Justice. Justice in transition. Blocked by Lincoln Alder. Carter Mason got there first. Lincoln got the block, and then the lay-in on the other end by Zach Tuttle.
Yeah, good job by Zach Tuttle to follow that one up and clean it up and lay it in for two. But a nice play by Lincoln Alder.
Carter Mason, corner three, splash. A Douglas Dentistry three from Carter Mason. Douglas Dentistry in Ephraim should be your first choice in the dentistry world and oral health. Give them a call at 258-9901. Another steal.
Oh.
Stevens fumbled for a moment.
Might
now
have had a
recovers.
little bit of fun there with Jaden Barton coming down with no Spartans. Jaden can throw it down with the best of them.
Thomas, right wing three. In the corner, no. Rebound inside, Tuttle. Templars with a game-high 20-point lead here. 1:48 to go here in the third quarter. Up top, Tuttle gives right side Justice. Luke with the left hand. Looks to come over. The drive inside from Justice. Spins it up and in for two. That's just what Luke Justice does.
Looked like Devin Shakespeare wanted Jaden Barton to stay down there in the gutter, to stay home and affect that shot, and he kind of went out to the three-point line.
No one was in the paint, and Thomas lays it in. Wow.
Nice pass there by Carter. Well, that was Carter that hit him there. That was
yeah.
Carter Mason with the assist.
54-34, minute 14 to play here in the third quarter. Goes to Sharp, guarded by Stevens. Creek hands it off Wade. Into a three is Stilson. Good. Left wing for Wade Stilson. He hits the Douglas Dentistry three. 54-37, minute to play here in the third. Carter Mason pulls back out. Shovel past Barton. Ends up in the hands of Thomas. Now back to Carter. Killer crossover for Mason. Tries to feed it baseline to Thomas. Out of bounds. Spartan basketball. Frischnick will check in for someone. Lincoln will be the one to sub out.
Sub just hadn't been made there. The official gave him the ball just a little bit too quick.
So Spartan basketball here, 54-37, 52 seconds to go. Going to get Dax Anderson in. Next whistle. Sharpshooting junior. Middle to Tuttle. Takes the 15-foot J. Good. There's that mid-range shot Emery likes. 54-39, 40 seconds to go. Mason, Carter with an uncharacteristic turnover. Just looked ahead, dribbled off his shoe. Stilson lays it in and the foul. Hunter saying I didn't touch him. They count it.
Yeah, Hunter Stevens was lining that up to block that shot. Let's see if his swipe went down on. Did he get him on the head there maybe on that replay?
Hunter's got two. He'll set Anderson and Mason, or excuse me, the two Andersons in, Dax and Parker.
Yeah, that replay, that Mason Stilson's head didn't really come back very far if he did get hit, because, like I say, Hunter can leap with the best of them, and he tried to block that shot. Did he get him on the top of the head? That must
That's
have been
the only thing I can think
what it was.
Yeah.
Mason didn't react much to it, so. And Hunter wasn't too happy with it, but misses the free throw anyway, but gets his own. No, it goes out of bounds. Oh, what? What is this guy? What?
Wow. Huh.
Yeah, that ball went out of bounds over by the Emery student section, and they're saying Manti touched that? Oh, boy.
Stilson on the right side, guarded by Parker Anderson. They give up top to Wade Stilson, excuse me. Jaden Barton on him. Talk about two athletes.
So it was a 20-point lead for the Templars here, and now it's down to 13. There's been a couple of times Emery's really cut down this lead, and then Manti able to build it back up. We'll see if they're able to hit maybe a three and cut it to 10 here.
Crossover from Justice. High floater in the lane. Good. Lead down to 11. Stevens gets it into Dax. Dax is going to just chuck it. High arcing over the basketball standard. Talk about getting some strength to put that up. But that'll end quarter number 3 on our CO Building System scoreboard. It's Manti 54, Emery 43 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. TeamHime.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
As a parent, you never want to see your child struggling with suicidal thoughts. But today, the threat is hidden deep within their phones. That's why I rely on Bark. Built by parents, for parents, Bark's award-winning dashboard monitors text messages, emails, and over 30 different apps and platforms for potential safety concerns. Hey, can we talk?
We at Centricom want to help every family protect their children. Get Bark protection today from Centricom on unlimited family devices. Visit Centricom.com to learn more.
When you need title work, title insurance, and escrow service, remember the experts at Central Utah Title in Manti. Whether you need residential, commercial closing, mortgage refinance, FHA, VA, or conventional loans, mortgage assumption, and cash transactions, consider Central Utah Title. Serving South Central Utah since 1983. 140 North Main Street in Manti for security and peace of mind in all your transactions.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
1 quarter left to play on the season for these two teams. Manti leads 54-43. A little bit of a run from Emery there to close that quarter, Greg.
Yeah, Manti went up 20 in that quarter, and a nice run by Emery to get that back down to a manageable score.
Tuttle right side, Stilson. Mason with the left-hand dribble. Gives right side Justice. Luke thought about the three for a moment. Templars in a 2-3. They go baseline to Wade. Wade puts the shot up. Well, good contest from Frischnick. Rebound Stevens. Hunter outlets to Thompson. And Justice just couldn't handle it as it goes out of bounds. Stays Templar basketball.
Yeah, that's the third or fourth time this game that a pass like that, either from Carter Mason, Hunter Stevens, one of them, has been just about stolen or stolen. They need to maybe just take care of the ball and get up the court.
Ball comes into Stevens here. 7:32 to go. Hunter, left side, goes backdoor Barton. Beautiful pass. Jessen takes it up, hesitates, scores. 56-43.
Good job by Jessen Barton to get on that block and get those taller guys to jump, and then just a nice little jump stop, left hand off the glass.
No one stops ball, and the three-point shot is good from Mason Stilson. 56-46.
Second three-pointer that Emery's hit today. One in each half so far.
Ball goes inside. Frischnick. Reggie turns. Loses it inside for a moment. Stripped, taken away by Justice. Then deflected. Preston Thompson. Stevens. Lob. Frischnick. Scores it. Oh, that hung on the rim for a good moment. 58-46.
That little kind of underhanded scoop pass that Hunter Stevens does so well. It catches the defense off guard, and it doesn't allow Wade Stilson to jump up and affect that.
Olsen dribbles on the baseline. Sends up to Mason Stilson. Stevens out there. Gives right side Justice. Left-hand dribble. Luke. Now guarded by Stevens. Spins. They're going to call a foul on the... 3 seconds? Is it 3 seconds? Oh, no, they call Hunter for the foul.
I don't know what was that action pointing like that?
Yeah,
that's either an offensive foul or almost a 3-second type.
I thought he called 3. Yeah, why is he pointing?
What is all this? Maybe he's pointing at the floor, I guess, to say it was on the floor before the shot.
6:27 to go, a 12-point lead for Manti. Ball comes in here. Tuttle, guarded by Frischnick, lowers, turns, fades, shoots, tough shot, and he knocks it down. Zach Tuttle, 10-point game here with 6:17 to go.
He and Luke Justice leading the way for the Spartans with 13 points apiece. For the Templars, 12 for Reggie Frischnick and Jessen Barton.
Thompson, just wild entry to Frischnick. Reggie catches, turns, blocked by Wade Stilson. Throws it to Barton, though. Jessen elevates, finishes on the left side with the left hand.
Wow, to go up over Wade Stilson. How many times has he done that today? 2 or 3 times that he's went up over Stilson, the best shot blocker in 3A.
That just doesn't happen very often. Luke Justice with the basketball. Wade's going to set a screen. Luke crosses to his left, sends it over to Tuttle. Left-hand dribble from Zach. Settles for 3, straight away good. Now Emery's starting to catch fire from downtown. 60-51, timeout to Coach Justice. It's a Manti Family Dental timeout. Go see Dr. Carlisle or visit them online at mantidental.com. We'll take a break on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamhive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
CO Building Systems in Ephraim manufactures a complete line of pre-engineered metal buildings of all sizes. Plus, they are your headquarters for custom metal roof and wall panels for your home or business, including all trim and accessories. All of their roof and wall panels are available in several gauges and over 20 different colors. For a free cost estimate or more information, contact CO Building Systems in Ephraim. 800-262-5347. That's 800-262-5347. Online at cobuildings.com.
This is Lydia Thompson with EcoLife. Cooler weather is coming and winter is right around the corner. I'm sure you're excited to curl up with a blanket, cozy in your home on a cold day. The problem is, so are the bugs. Keep spiders out of your house this winter. Call or text us today at 435-283-6002. Again, that's 435-283-6002 to spray your home and keep it bug-free this winter.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. 5:35 to go. That timeout brought to you by Manti Family Dental, where small things make a huge difference on Main Street in Manti.
Emery switched to a man-to-man defense here. That's interesting. Trying to keep Stilson on Reggie Frischnick.
Don't see that often. Stevens comes off the screen from Frischnick. Little pick and roll action. Hunter gets in the lane, draws the crowd, floats it up for two, off the back rim and in. Houdini. Hunter Stevens lays it in, 62-51.
Hunter brought that defense over to him, Wade Stilson, and then Wade had to back off because Reggie came down into the lane, and Hunter's just able to capitalize.
Three on the way. Good from Zach Tuttle.
Wow.
23% on the year. Is that his third three of the game, Greg?
19 points now for Tuttle.
8-point game, 62-54. Off the screen, Thompson gives up top to Reggie. Skip Stevens. Hunter pumps, looks to dribble drive in the lane, and he's fouled, and Hunter we'll say it's obviously on the floor. The reach was early. Side baseline here for Manti.
Another time where Hunter tries to split that double team and they have to reach in and stop him with the foul. If you can attack a double team like that and go between them, it really causes problems for a defense quite a bit today.
Frischnick catches out at the three-point line. Barton skips Thomas. Right corner three up. Good. Austin Thomas with a Douglas Dentistry three. Show off that smile. Call 258-0901.
Austin Thomas with 7 points in the second half, 9 overall, and we've talked about it all season, loves the corner three-pointer.
Oh, he didn't hesitate that time.
Yep, kept it high like he does and knocks it down.
Took his dad's message to heart.
That's right.
Corner drive here from Tuttle, just throws up a wild shot. They're going to call the foul on that? Wow.
This guy. Reggie goes vertical. Boy, that's a tough call.
Wow.
That is a tough call right there.
Tuttle, your best free throw shooter, your second best free throw shooter at 69%. He's hot right now, knocks down the free throw, 65-55, 4:16 to go in the ball game.
20 points now for Zach Tuttle.
Yeah, he's had a great final game in a Emery uniform, their second leading scorer on the season. Knocks them both down, 65-56, got the palindrome going with 4:16 to go here in the fourth. Stevens passes up Frischnick right side. Reggie crosses over. No look to Thomas, and it's deflected, and fortunate for Manti there that Tuttle touched that last on the baseline.
Yeah, I think Austin might have just lost that out of bounds if Tuttle wouldn't have touched it. Maybe he would have been able to recover that, but it looked like maybe going off of his leg.
And a good job by Austin to back up at the last second because he nearly ran into the basketball.
Yeah.
Barton sends it into Frischnick. Free throw line extended. Reggie pumps. Looks to spin on Stilson. Up, under. Sends to Barton. Right wing. Jessen with the left hand gets in the paint. Loses it out of bounds. It'll be Emery basketball. 4 minutes to play. And a 9-point lead.
Good defense there by Emery to just knock that one away out of bounds. Let's see that. You had multiple hands in there reaching at it. And, yeah, it just went off Jessen's leg.
Justice left side, guarded by Jessen Barton. What a couple of athletic, crafty guards guarding each other. Now Stevens on him. Justice turns, shoots, rolls off the rim. No. Rebound Stevens. Hunter outlets it to Barton. Jessen will go right to the rim. Finishes with the right hand. Is offhand, and it's an 11-point lead for the Templars.
16 points now for Jessen Barton to lead the Templars. As you mentioned, that right hand finish. Well done by Jessen.
Now we'll pick up the foul out front. That'll be team foul number 4 on Manti with 3:33 to go. That's 4 on Jessen, too. I don't know if Coach Shakespeare realizes that's Jessen's 4th.
I think with 3.5, I think he trusts him to, finish out this game.
Wow, broadcaster dead brain after doing my 11th game now in 3 days. I thought it was the third quarter still. Wow. No, it has been the fourth quarter for a while. Now they'll call a reach on the Templars here inside. See who they give this to. Preston Thompson. So Lincoln Alder will sub in here.
That's another one where I think Preston Thompson thinks he has ball.
Carter Mason checks in. Jessen and Reggie sit. I would bet very good money here. Reggie is right back in.
Both of them. Yeah, both of them. They're not going to be sitting long.
Justice.
Nothing to save for here.
No
game tomorrow. This is it.
Left side Justice. 3:20 to play, an 11-point lead. Luke crosses over. Spins in the lane for 2. Finish. Rolls down, and it's now back down to 9. Timeout to Emery. With 3:11 to go, we'll take it here on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamheim.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
This is more than just a job. It's a mission of caring. There's nothing more precious than a human life, and we all honor that responsibility. Beginning in 1932, we've been standing ready to serve our communities with trust, quality, and knowledge. And most of all, human connections.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
3:11 to go on our CO Building System scoreboard. Another Manti Family Dental timeout. Update at halftime, or not quite halftime yet, Greg, in Manhattan, Kansas. It's Kansas State 38, BYU 33.
Playing in the Little Apple today.
That's right. As Thompson trying to get in here, Preston finds Alder. Now back to Preston. Barton and Frischnick back in. Thomas sitting.
Somebody's got to come to that.
And no one does.
It's not the pass you want there.
Right side to Sharp. Creek sends over. Mason Stilson pumps on the three. Barton flies at him, and it's good. Another made three from Emery. 67-61, 2:52 left here in the ball game. Barton right side, hounded by Sharp. Jessen takes it baseline and is fouled on the baseline. It'll be the third team foul on the Emery Spartans. As now Austin Thomas is going to check back in. Here at the whistle.
Yeah, if that foul wasn't called, that would have been taken away by Mason Stilson. 2-possession game, 67-61, and they would have been going the other way. And the way they've been shooting threes here in this second half between Mason Stilson and Zach Tuttle. Yeah, this is a game that Manti needs to get some buckets here.
Ball goes back into Frischnick. Reggie catches out at the three-point line, toes himself, puts it on the floor, posts on Stilson, lowers the shoulder, takes it right at him, banks and scores. Wow, Reggie Frischnick. If there's a summary of the last 3 years, that would be it right there. 69-61, 2:33 to go. Mason Stilson with it now, left side, looks to attack Thompson, picks up his dribble in the paint, sends back top of the key, now left side to Tuttle. Tuttle looks to attack off the dribble, crosses over, drive, shoot, bank, miss, rebound Austin Thomas.
Somebody go get that.
And
Jeez,
then it's
Austin.
taken away by Tuttle. He hooks and scores. A guard's got to go get the ball, Greg. That was an issue even last year for Manti as the state champions. Stevens has got it, up 6 now. 2 minutes to play. Hunter bumped and fouled by Mason Stilson, and that'll be the fourth team foul on Emery with 2:02 to play in the ball game.
Yeah, if I'm Coach Shakespeare, I want Hunter Stevens going back and getting that ball when my bigs get a rebound like that. Everybody else can release, but Hunter needs to go get that ball.
Even Jessen sent two guys. At this point in the game, sent two guys.
Sure.
Barton with it. Guarded by Sharp, his numerical opposite. A lot of contact from both of them there. Jessen looks to attack, and yeah, they're going to call Sharp for the foul.
It's going to be free throws. 2
free throws for Jessen with 1:54 to go. And this will really be interesting here, Greg. These free throws down the stretch. Manti struggled in the first half yesterday. They were just 2 of 4 in the first half today, but they made them when they needed them yesterday against American Heritage.
Sure. Yeah, second half, I think, what were they, 80%, I think?
12 of 15, yeah.
Yeah.
First one's up for Jessen, nothing but the bottom of the net. At the Go Insurance free throw line, give them a call today for all of Central Utah, 462-3333.
Extends it to a 3-possession game, 7 points. Jessen was 17 today. Keep it 17 as he misses the second.
That one, I was with you. That looked good. 70-63, minute 50 to go in the ball game. Hunter Stevens palms that off the steal and then gets fouled in the backcourt. Hunter will go to the line, and good sportsmanship there between Stevens, Sharp, and Stilson. Hunter will get 2 Go Insurance free throws with 1:45 to play.
On that replay there, it doesn't go back quite far enough to see it, but Luke Justice does such a good job at driving usually. He keeps the ball. Hunter Stevens kind of baited him into that pass. Looked like he was going to pick him up and then just go to that corner to get that hand up in front of it. I watched Hunter doing that, and I wondered if Justice was going to take, because if Justice would have kept that and not passed it, he would have had an open lane probably for an easy layup.
Hunter hits the first of 2 Go Insurance free throws, 71-63, minute 45 left. Here in our 5th, 6th place game. Manti trying to win for the first time on a Saturday at a state tournament that's not the championship game under Coach Shakespeare.
Yep.
Left side, Justice with it up top. Gives top to Stilson. Now left side, Justice. Lobs inside. Sends it over. Tough, high-arcing 3. Frischnick contested well. Outlet leak to Jessen Barton. Jessen's going to go coast to coast and miss the layup.
His easiest one of the day. I think he thought about maybe trying to throw that one down and changed his mind at the last second.
Mason Stilson 3 good, and now it's back to 6. It was an 8-point game with 1:20 to go in Castledale earlier this year. Timeout, we'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamhive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
Looking for the perfect color for your next paint project? Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim has your solution. With their state-of-the-art color matching equipment and over 350,000 colors, anything is possible. Bring Hermanson's any size sample or your favorite Pinterest pin and they can scan or match across all brands of paint. They've successfully matched paint colors from pillows, stucco, rock, paint cans, signs, plants, and more. Their high-quality finishes from Pratt & Lambert and Best Look will give you the professional results you're looking for. Don't put off those paint projects any longer. Drop by Hermanson's Hardware in Ephraim. It's how going to a hardware store should be.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Manti 72, Emery 66, minute 19 to go, Templar possession. Emery suddenly caught fire from three, Greg.
Jeez,
after
no kidding.
Not really shooting it well on the season. Just 28% on the year.
Yeah.
And not taking many. They just don't take many, but it's brought them back here to within 6. And boy, yeah, that's...
Yeah, Jessen Barton trying to get away from Wade Stilson, and Wade's going to foul him before the ball even gets inbounded. So it's going to be a couple of free throws for Jessen Barton. We had a 5-point swing there where Jessen had an easy layup, and he's made some dang tough layups today. That's his easiest by far. Misses that, come down the other way, and Mason Stilson hits a three-pointer. It's literally a 5-point swing. It would have been 11. It was 6 after that three-pointer. So Jessen has a chance to totally redeem himself from the line here a little bit.
80% on the year, your best guy from the stripe. And you can see why. Just the rotation of the ball at the free throw line. It's muscle memory, and the confidence, He'll get one more. And it's good. 74-66, minute 19 left in the ball game. No time came off the clock there.
19 points for Jessen Barton now to lead the Templars.
Oh, my, Luke Justice with a hezzy move, finds himself all alone. Hunter with it on the right side, crosses over, and they're going to call a travel on Hunter Stevens.
Yeah, Emery wanted that call there. Let's see. Well, and you wonder if you get Carter Mason in here maybe just for his ball handling.
Yeah.
Now, on defense here, you're not going to do that, but you're going to have Coach Shakespeare call a timeout with Emery with possession. 2 full possession lead for the Templars.
We'll take it as well and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamheim.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
For more than 3 decades, the Intermountain Power Project has served as a model of regional energy cooperation, generating and transmitting coal-fueled electricity to a diverse group of municipal utilities and rural electric cooperatives with operations across 6 U.S. states. Now Intermountain Power is expanding its role as a regional energy hub, including utilizing renewable energy resources. Intermountain Power is proud to support and invest in our central Utah communities. Visit IPAUtah.com to learn more about IPP Renewed.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
103 left here in this fourth quarter. It's Manti 74, Emery 68. Manti's put up points the last 2 days, Greg. That's almost 160 points here.
Yeah.
How's that, Utah Heritage Credit Union math?
Hey, I like it.
Up top, Mason Stilson with it. Running a play to get Justice on the right side. Guarded well by Barton. Jessen does have the 4 fouls. Tuttle hesitates. Sends it right side. Justice for 3 on the way. No. Rebound Tuttle. No one there to box out, and the lay-in goes. 74-70. Thompson to inbound, gets it into Stevens. Hunter fouled in the backcourt with 42 seconds left, and Hunter will get to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and I'm not even sure if that was like an intentional. If they wanted to foul there, looked like they were going for the steal. Let's see. No, yeah, that was definitely a foul. Smart play by Luke Justice to stop the clock and put Hunter Stevens at the line.
Just a 7-second differential between shot and game clock, 2-possession game. You still got a foul.
What's Hunter from the line this year? What is he, 60, I think?
I think he's at 60.
Yep.
Hits the first of 2. 75-70.
9 points now for Hunter Stevens, looking to get into double figures. Join Jessen Barton with 19 and Reggie Frischnick with 14.
Calm as a cucumber, hits them both. 76-70, 42 ticks remain. Justice comes left side, Stilson now, Tuttle. Templars defending the perimeter well here. Stilson, left side, Tuttle. Draws that quick double. They go deep into Sharp. Sharp power dribbles, taking a lot of time here, and Stevens steals it. Hunter with the steal, fouled, and will go back to the line with 25 ticks remaining. The defense here was so impressive, Greg.
So I was just mentioning the 3 Templars in double figures. You got 3 in double figures. You got 76 points. That means a lot of other guys have scored as well. You got 9 points for Austin Thomas, 8 for Lincoln Alder, 8 for Carter Mason. So They're spreading it out pretty well today.
Share the love.
Devon Shakespeare teams play their best when they do that. No one dominant scorer. Really, you had Matt Nielsen in 2018, and that's the only time they've had that.
Both drop for Stevens. As
cool as the other side of the pillow.
Yeah. You said Matt Nielsen for Manti. Well, Matt Olson checks in here now for Emery with 25 ticks left. Ball comes into Stilson. Shot clock's off, 78-70. Templars with that 8-point lead. Justice looks to come off the screen, get to the 10, finish for 2. 78-72, 15 seconds. As Thompson had Frischnig, now gets it into Stevens. Hunter pump fakes the baseball pass in the backcourt, dribbling it around, gets it up to Thompson, and that is going to do it. The Templars win for the first time on Saturday in the state tournament when it's not the state championship game. Manti 78, Emery 72. We'll have our Sunrise Engineering postgame show coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network, teamhive.live, ETV, and KSLSports.com.
My name is Jared Livingston. I grew up in Sanpete County, Utah. I remember going down to the feed company back in the little offices there, got my first loan through Utah Heritage Credit Union, and ever since then fell in love with the personal atmosphere that you get with a local credit union. Been there ever since I was a little kid to today, whether we're dealing with an auto loan or just cashing a check, they're right there every time we need them.
Zions Bank is celebrating 150 years in our community. Whether you're looking to open a new account or save for the future, their bankers are ready to help you right now or when it's convenient for you. Now more than ever, Zions Bank is for you.
Clean cut